All right. Thursday night. Oh, I'm jumping in with the early comments. Going old school. Hello, Italy and Dr. Abigail. Nice to have you here at this early stage of proceedings. I think because I didn't make a short video the other night, I'm going to make one now. The Eurogliders. The Eurogliders are older than 2006, aren't they? I thought they were literally 80s. If that's why you were referencing them. Now I have to look that up. Eurogliders, the band. Yeah, active from 1980. That's what I thought. Oh, you saw them in 2006. That's literally 20 years past their peak. But I hope it was a fun concert. All right, I'm going to make a short video. So just got to set up. Okay. That feels like a bad omen. It's much chaos before I start. All right. So I have to choose a whiskey. What whiskey do I use? Okay, was there one I was going to try and finish? What's this one? Old Padero is a rye. You know what? Called for bourbon. This is a bourbon. Featherburn, 45% ABV. And that is meine phone. I'm glad you had a good time seeing the Eurogliders. I don't think I ever saw them live. Back in my day. Actually, I should put it over here. All right, Frisco Sour, Benedictine. That's the other ingredient. You know what? I keep saying to myself, I'm going to arrange that cupboard alphabetically, and I never do it. Okay, so we've got lime juice, we've got lemon juice, we've got Wonderfoam somewhere. Where's the Wonderfoam? Is that the Wonderfoam? That looks like the Wonderfoam. Oh man, the lid always gets stuck on this. Okay. Okay. Lemon, lime, and sugar syrup. Okay. I'm going to go this sugar syrup. And saline. Where's my saline? There's my saline. Okay. No, fiddly fucking measurements. I'm going to do a simpler measurement. 2.5 mils of Benedictine. These two dunzo. Alrighty. Okay, let's ingredient setup. Let's set up the camera here. Going to make the movie. I was having a go at editing another one of those mask videos today, and it didn't seem worth it. It actually wasn't that good. I have to look at a few more of them, decide if I want to edit them. Let's get this happening. Okie doke. Okay. Do this. And I think I'm going to do it in this scoop. Alright. Got all that happening. Gotta get this out the way. It goes over here. Got Dragula stuck in my head after finding that silly video of the Matilda musical having Dragula played over the top of it, which amused me. The dance steps in particular were very fitting. All right, let's go. Yeah, whiskey. Some Benedictine. Okay, how much lemon juice? Lime juice. Sugar syrup. Oops. Very lemony sugar syrup. A couple of drops of Wonderphone. Few drops of sea lime. Okay. Put a bit more ice in here. Oh, wait. Don't have a cherry. Got to get a cherry. To which you say you've been censored again, Strictly Sega. Stab. It's just a single bed, Nusha Fox. Okay, let's get this part going. Seems like a lot of ferns working for me. Oh my God. This is a single bed. There ain't no room for your sweet head. All right. I'm going to put some orange oil over the top. And put the cherries. Okay, cocktail made. Now you've got it in my head, Charlie, just by the by. So, right. Okay, is this ready? It looks ready. And let's start. G'day, cocktail lovers. This is a whiskey sour variation called a Frisco sour. And versions of the Frisco go back 100 years, which is to say a cocktail that has a blend of whiskey and Benedictine in there. This is done more to modern specs than the really old recipes. And also I'll just throw in foaminess in a sour like this is optional. I like it. Egg white is what people use traditionally. You can also use aquafaba or chickpea juice. I use Wonderfoam because it's just easier and less messy, in my opinion. Some people say they can taste something chemically in it. Personally, I've never got a taste from it, but your mileage may vary. Speaking of taste, let's taste this. Ooh, I like this. The whiskey sour was the first cocktail that really got me into cocktail quite a few years ago. This is a nice variation. I'll show you how to make it. In a shaker, put 1.5 ounces or 45 mils of the whiskey of your choice, then 3/4 of an ounce, around 22.5 mils of Benedictine, then 1/2 ounce or 15 mils of lemon juice, 1/4 ounce or 7.5 mils of lime juice, and 1/4 ounce or 7.5 mils of sugar syrup. Now I'm just doing a couple of drops of the Wonderfoam, and to make those flavors pop, 3 drops of saline solution. Add ice to the shaker, shake that good and hard. I'm shaking this longer and harder than I normally would for a shaken cocktail because I want to make sure I get a good head of foam. So 15, 20 seconds. Then I'm straining that into a chilled coupe. And for garnish, I'm spritzing some orange oil over that foam. And then I'm adding on top a couple of maraschino cherries on a skewer. You don't have to do 2 cherries, but if I stab into my cherry jar and get 2 cherries, you best believe I'm having 2 cherries with my cocktail because I'm a special boy and I deserve it. I think you deserve it too. If you like a whiskey sour or sours in general, I recommend you try this. Little herbal note from the Benedictine makes it interesting. It's called the Frisco Sour. Cheers. Okay, man, that was fucking trouble-free. I should do something complicated now. I'm not tempting fate. It's like a win. We had a win. We had a win. No missteps. No major flubs. It's just donezo. I'm going to sit down and chat. See what you've all been doing in the chat. Shenanigans, no doubt. Do not want to do anything else. Just a little bit more residue in that one. Put that in there. Start on this in here. See a little bit more. Why not indeed? Okie dokie. Sitting down. Yes, I'm shaking it long and hard, extra head. Yeah, really. Okay, I'm going to scroll back because I think you were saying something. Sorry, what do we? Okay, what did I miss? Hello, Diamond Dark Girly. Does count fall asleep at work if you're self-employed? Sleeping on the job. I love that. Homefield, sleep on the job when you're self-employed. Fire yourself. Find out the company can't afford to let you go. Negotiate a raise. Good plan. I'm not going to build a following. Sorry, what were you saying there? You want my cleavage? Yes, I do want to see Kirsty's Diamond Art tomorrow. Haven't been censored yet. Some good-looking cock, yes. Oh, nice! 11-year anniversary. That's special. Go to a trivia game, they give you logos, names being removed. Oh, logos were all movie companies, so you got 22 out of 24. 1, 2 bottles of wine. Nice. Main trivia, suck at geography, didn't do great in the main part. Main price is $50. Happy with your 2 bottles of wine. Oh, yeah, I know. Sorry. Cleavage on Twitch. Yeah. Although it's remarkable, like saying, the 2 big political streamers on Twitch, Hassan on the left and Asmongold on the right. So the funniest thing in the early days of YouTube is when someone worked out, because you'd upload a video and YouTube would arbitrarily have a thumbnail for it. Someone worked out it's the exact middle frame of the video that YouTube arbitrarily chose. Like you had no control over it. But once you worked out it was the exact middle frame, if you put something right in the middle of the video that was going to make a good thumbnail, made all the difference. Cleavage would help. There was a joke at one point, like if you scrunch your fingers up like that, and get close enough to a camera lens, it's not going to do that, but it looks like a bum. I remember one guy had one of his videos deleted by YouTube for breaching rules, is because he was doing the thing like, I'm annoyed that, girls with cleavage automatically attract views, and because he was somewhat generously proportioned like me. So he did this thing, squeezing his man boobs together, and got cleavage happening. And that was the thumbnail. And YouTube flagged him for sexual content or something. It's very funny. He didn't think it was funny. He was very angry. But anyway, the sour is nice. It's a really nice sour. Yeah, it's fucking good. Such a smooth drink. Yeah, so it's whiskey sour with Benedictine. But also interesting, the mix of lemon and lime juice is interesting. Oh yeah, Asmongold's a guy who apparently just lives in filth, doesn't shower or something. Very, very disturbing. And also he's a gross, just lying, hypocritical, far right fuckwit who goes, "Oh, I'm just the average person." No, you're not. You're fucking doing all the far right talking points. You're a gutless piece of shit. Yes, I bet Hassan smells good and Asmongold smells bad. Yes, I'm sure. I'm sure Hassan is manscaped. Don't be worried about saying gay things on this stream. It is kind of funny, though. From my perspective, their politics is reflected in their hygiene. Hey, Celtic. No, it's not a new shirt. Had it for a while. Yeah, you came in just when we were talking about manscaping. I don't, because I'm old. That was not a thing my generation did. God, the biggest breakthrough was when I started using shampoo and conditioner on my beard. Like a gay friend at work, this was like, I don't know, 20 years ago, 15, 20 years ago. It was a long time ago. And he had a beard as well. It's just, and he's for some reason said about, using conditioner on the beard. I said, use conditioner on your beard. And he's going, "Oh, you have to, don't you?" And I went, "Well, I'm like, yeah, I've got you to talk to. This is not a thing that straight men talk about together." Oh yeah, no, there are. You don't think Destiny would smell nice? It's a bit manky. I don't know. Right, washed right wingers. I'm almost sure Nick Fuentes smells like that Axe body spray. He does not seem very sophisticated to me. Gay or not, he doesn't seem very sophisticated. I love it. Strictly say he's topless. Let the titties get some air. Oh god, I love that you got obsessive and you just had to stay up to edit the video. Yes, I have done that many times since I started YouTube, just deciding, no, this has to be edited tonight and go up tomorrow. And it's probably not worth it, but you do it, it's an accomplishment. Yum, that was nice. Haven't had a whiskey sour in a while. Fun to do one that was a variation. Okay, I'm going to do a thing. Is it a cheat or a just pre-gaming or preparation for tomorrow night's book video? So you got to move your release times back from midday. That's too stressful. Yeah. Celtic, what would an angry cologne, perfume, deodorant smell like? AIDS would smell like sex. Mine would smell like whiskey. Right, now that's what I was going to look up. Okay, I am going to make a tequila and mezcal cocktail, and I want tasting notes for it. So I'm going to prepare. And I'm going to kind of cheat on this. Tasting note. I'm also going to look up online tasting notes for these two. Then I might make an old fashioned with them. Okie doke. Let's. There we go. There we go. All right, I think Tapatio is going to be the lighter taste. So I'm going to look this up first. Tasting notes for Tapatio Blanco Tequila. Wait, where's the actual... Where's the actual notes here? Oh, here, Tapatio. Oh god, this person rested it for 5 minutes, swirled, rested another 5 minutes. Okay, get your hand off it, buddy. Agave, pepper, grapefruit, floral, grassy. Pepper, jalapeno, lime, mint, olive. Okay. So this person's notes for this one. Agave, pepper, grapefruit, floral, grassy. Tasting agave, pepper, jalapeno, lime, mint, olive. Salty. Oh, saline. Oh, God, it smells nice. Oh, it's got that. It definitely has the full-on agave aroma. It's like this is a genuine agave tequila. And it's a little bit fruit. To me, it's a little bit fruity. Oh, there's a real sweetness to this. And it's fruity, but it's almost leaning. It's not like strawberries, but it's the kind of sweetness that I associate with strawberries. I wouldn't say it tastes like strawberries, but that's the level of sweetness it has for me. Man, that's actually really nice. Okay. So I have some tasting notes in my head for tomorrow. Drink a bit of water. Cleanse my palate. Now, gotta go for tasting notes for Peloton de le Muerte Mezcal. Okay. Kiwi fruit, lemon zest, dried peppercorn, agave, soft smoke. Aimed at the cocktail scene. Okay. What do I think? Oh my God. This again, a nice mezcal to me just smells like sweet, smoky barbecue sauce. It's a different sort of smoke to a peated whiskey. I think it's gentler and it doesn't have the same burn as a Scotch does. And again, probably just the smoke is making me think of barbecues. So it's like reminding me of like cooked meat on a barbecue in a good way. It's got that real mineral element when you drink it, though. This is nowhere near as sweet as the tequila. Very earthy sort of flavor. Quite different to the aroma, too. So there you go. Heine, hello. Celtic, thanks for dropping in before you had to leave for your early night. Yeah, wet stone, mineral earthiness, that sort of thing. So, good drop. So the cocktail I'm making tomorrow is a blend of those two. So how much do I have in here? It's plenty for an old-fashioned. Need a little bit of the sugar syrup. Just a splashy splash. What was my spiced fruit sugar syrup? And half of that went on the outside of the glass. Damn it. Once again. Bitters. All right. All right. Beautifully structured mezcal with expressive roasted agave, citrus oils, layered smoke evolves into mineral salinity, long warming peppery finish. Yeah, no, that's it. Hey, Senor Bats McGee, how you doing? The aroma is absolutely delightful on that mezcal. Oh, fuck me. On that mezcal. The taste is much more earthy than the aroma. But the smokiness is so nice. Like I said, just this really gentle, I think you're saying, strictly like campfire smoke. It very much makes me think of a smoky, sweet barbecue sauce. Yum, they make it really fucking good old-fashioned too. That's damn good. How good is that, boy? That is damn good. What are the old Mask videos I watched today? It's me trying to do a character that I called Mac. It was supposed to be a grizzled old sort of southern guys working in Hollywood, and the accent slipped a lot. When I was working, it was good, but it slipped a lot. Butts McGee, video game industry, 2 billion industry, Xbox. Oh, you should be the CEO of Xbox. The whole game industry is fucked. Like, they sucker people in because what games designers, programmers, artists, they're in it for the love of the game. They're so excited that they're being paid anything to do this. And they get ground into the dust and exploited and fucked over and then fired. I don't know if there's a single game company in the world that the management aren't absolute pieces of shit. Most programmers and artists and creative people last 5 to maybe 10 years in the video game world. So they just have to go. I don't know who Phil Spencer is. Twitchy Sega. Oh, okay. Mobile games, that's different because you can do that as a one-man shop. I was talking about, companies that have a lot of employees. We're talking about Xbox now. Yes, I am talking about AAA game studios, Dr. Abigail. Absolutely. Are they, though? Are indie studios really all right? I hear so many bad stories. Like, it's an industry that just fucking destroys people. Like I said, they go in for the love of the game, literally, and they just get fucking crushed. But yeah, the AAA studios are unmitigated shit. I think you got more a chance of things being decent in an indie studio, but I still hear terrible stories from people in l'industrie. But, you always live in hope, I guess. To which you say, same as how Mark Cerny was the dude who came through, made the PS4 so awesome. Okay. See, I do not pay attention to these intricacies of the industry. I've hardly gamed at all in the last year. Essentially, I kind of feel guilty. It's like, it's like there's too many shows to watch on TV, and I feel vaguely guilty when I'm sitting down watching stuff. I feel like I should be, working on something, trying to make my cocktail channel better. Oh god, I got another one of those fucking spammy emails the other day, like, "Hey, we can help your channel and make you big." And it was like I pay you money, you get me paid views which is absolutely meaningless and doesn't grow or sustain my channel in any meaningful way, and is a complete waste of my time and money. Twitch Sega, don't get his how the fuck a 5-year-old console is being. Yeah, the price has not come down a lot, has it? The PS5. I'm gonna wait and see in the Black Friday sale this year what a PS5 goes for. Senior Buzz Mickey, you love video games. Game every day. Stress release after work? Nice. There's a game called Grandma's Boy. I love the sound of that. I love video games when I find the ones I like. I kind of like the sort of open world exploring ones. Grand Theft Auto, Red Dead Redemption, or some of the Yakuza games I played. It was Mafia 3 that I quite enjoyed. There was that weird artsy one that I started, and I think I should finish because I think it's my kind of vibe, Disco Elysium. Oh, Grandma's Boy is a movie. Okay, see, I missed something there. Oh, Grandma's Boy is about the video game industry. Okay. I've never heard of it. God damn. I swear, tequila and mezcal make a really fucking good old fashioned. Okay, Grandma's Boy is a funny movie. Again, there's too much to watch. I'm probably never watching it. Western Digital has run out of hard drives till next year. Damn. Again, how fucked is AI? Let us count the ways. The worst one is still it's going to crash the world economy and probably destroy the lives of so many people. So, okay, Grandma's Boy is about a game tester who makes his own game, gets his grandma and her friends stoned. Very Adam Sandler-ish. Okay. Yeah, Samuel Butts is saying it's a stoner classic. Okay, I am absolutely unfamiliar with it. I'm probably never going to watch it, like I said, because there's just too many things to watch. Although I am seriously considering seeing Project Hail Mary in IMAX. Actually, I need to look that up. IMAX Melbourne. When does it open? It must be soon. Because it's across the road from my work. Acknowledge the Wurundjeri Woiwurrung peoples, the Eastern Kulin Nation. That's where I work, buddy. Okay. Coming soon. Project Hail Mary. Oh, wow. They're going to do the Dark Knight trilogy. 9 hours of Batman with 90 minutes of IMAX sequences, 7 stories high. Oh. Wow. Okay. They're re-releasing Dune Part 1 and 2 in IMAX. 2001 A Space Odyssey. Intrigued as to how they've converted that. Jurassic Park. One Battle After Another. Actually, that'd be really full on in IMAX. Bride. Princess Mononoke. The Revenant. Okay. Project Hail Mary is March 19. How much are the tickets for this? I haven't gone in so long. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Holy shit, the premium seating sells out so quickly. But anyway, how much are the tickets? Whoa, $63. Damn. Okay, I'm having second thoughts. Yeah, Senor, but you and Twitchy Sega on the same wavelength. So you tested... Yeah, I think there's something wrong with my PS4. The War Between Land and Sea. I can watch it no problem on my PC. I love it. Sorry, Dr. Abigail, deep lore. How did they turn these older movies into IMAX? How are you going, Pat, by the way? So you're coming in and saying hi. Yeah, I just think my friggin' PS4 is fucked. It just has these weird, inconsistent glitches that make no sense. 99% of the time, things play with no problem, but then there'll be these odd things where it won't, and I'll reset it and it will. But then there's ones, and there's two. There is only two. It's Mr. Scorsese won't play at all, no matter what, which makes no sense. And fucking the War Between Land and Sea glitches like it's buffering. Mrs. Angry hasn't gamed on the PS4. Actually, no, she does. She's been doing Star Trek Online. And hello, Madam Butterfly, by the way. Yeah, no, they work flawlessly on the PC. So it's not my internet connection. It's either the PlayStation 4 itself, the app on the PlayStation 4. But you watched it on your PlayStation 4, so I think there's just something glitchy about my PlayStation 4. Because, I mean, it's fucking old. Oh, yeah. I don't think... Senor Butts McGee, are you Australian or... Because the thing, Twitchy Sega was like has a YouTube personality and a Twitch personality on here. Okay, so Senor Butts McGee, the joke is the guy who is now the leader of the Conservative Party at a federal level here, Angus, whatever the fuck his name is, on Twitter years ago, he was trying to talk up one of his achievements. Like in his official account, he posted, "Oh, I'm doing the following," and then he clearly thought he had signed into a sock puppet account and commented under his own thing, "Good job, Angus, nice work." Except he wasn't in a sock puppet account. He was still in his main account. So it became super obvious to everyone. He had tried to use a sock puppet account to congratulate his main account, but he was still in his main account. It's hilarious. Hello, Safa. Safa, you need to assume we have done every bit of troubleshooting. So asking questions like, is it on Wi-Fi, is of no fucking help. You had a PS3 Netflix issue. Yeah, we changed all the fucking settings. So you just need to take for granted the odds of you coming up with a troubleshooting thing that we haven't done is basically zero. So, but you had a Xbox problem, couldn't play CDs, had to delete the app. You know what I haven't done? I haven't deleted the app. Sometimes it's just so... Have I opened up the PS4 and given it a good clean? No. Why would I do that? That's crazy talk. Just because it's been under the TV for 10 years gathering dust. But actually deleting the app and reinstalling it, that's not a crazy idea. Dr. Abigail, it's the first thing you do. You and your organizational abilities, Dr. Abigail, honestly. That's right, you have to have a by-election, Safa, because of Angus. Yeah. Charlie, how did we not try deleting it and reinstalling it? Now that Senor Butts has come up with it, it's like, yeah, that actually seems like an obvious thing to try. I'll do it tomorrow. I will delete. Oh, wow. And I put my car in for a service that I haven't done in far too long. And the mechanic calls me after a couple of hours and goes, holy shit, your car's fucked. And it's going to cost me like I got 4 new tires, new brakes, something about the engine and fucking all this. So it's going to cost me like $3,000 or somewhere between, depending on what decision I make with the tires, somewhere between $2,700 and $3,000. And I was just like, well, fuck. Well, that's a lot cheaper than getting a new car. I don't have any canned air, Dr. Abigail. So if I'm cleaning out dust, I'd just be going. But I thank you for the tip. Young is Angry had canned air. I used it to dust some statues and miniatures and models that I had. Worked really well for that. Oh, is that a fucking possum? Guys, you've got to leave. You'll get sealed in. Sometime soon, someone's going to block up all the holes that you come in. And you're going to die up there. Sorry, you got me, Charlie. Ooh, blowing on the dust. I've been doing the opposite. Oh, Senior Butts McGee mentioned canned air. Did he? Okay. Could have insects in my system. I mean, I absolutely could. Oh my god. Take the fans out and use a vacuum. There's no. Yeah, so you're a practical, technical, engineering type person, Dr. Abigail, and I am not. And I would just break things. There's no way I'm taking it apart. No fucking way in this whole wide world I'm doing that. No matter how sensible a suggestion it is, and I'm accepting it's a sensible suggestion, I am just not doing it. Yes, it's the old Nintendo 64 cartridges. I don't know that it ever did anything, but everyone thought if you blew on the cartridges when they were misbehaving, they'd work better. Twitchy Shaky, clean your PC by opening the side using backyard blower. Don't ask me. Okay. Duly noted. Coming into the house with a leaf blower. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, you got to try things. Because next time you're over there, bring your repair kit. Okay. We'll plan something. Yeah, and make it worth your while. I don't know. Have pizza and drinks or something. So you take the PC outside and then blast it with a leaf blower. I love it. Annabelle smash the PC, put it out of its misery, get PS5. Well, we've already talked about this, that it's weird how expensive a PS5 still is. I'm going to wait for this year's Black Friday sales, though. I get a PS5. And then get some games that are a few years old. Start a GoFundMe for me. I'm fine. So I had fried rice. I had pizza. I had protein pizza, which I got not for because it was called a protein pizza. It's literally because it was $5. It was like normally 10, 5. So I always get stuff that's on special in the supermarket. And the base was buffalo chicken, so it was a slightly barbecuey sauce and chicken and cheese, and I added more sauce and bacon and more cheese, and it was really good. I had half of it for lunch and half of it for dinner. Quite liked it. I'm going to take the PC for a walk, get it out. So, yeah, I mean, having purchased this pizza just because it was on special, it was good. So if I happen to be in the supermarket and it's on special again, I'll get it again. I'm just so like I used to do this all the time when no it was a fridge one, not a frozen one. You know how the supermarkets have, it's like they're a bit fancier and they're shrink wrapped, but they're in the fridge, they're not in the freezer. It's like they're a bit fancier than the freezer pizzas. Arguably fresher. It was good anyway. Strict say you have a chrome stickle. Oh wow. On the 4th of March. Jesus, that seems like a while. Sure, I'm just used to having Prime membership and stuff being delivered tomorrow. Madam Butterfly, my favorite flavor pizza. Look, it's going to vary from pizza place to pizza place because there are so many good indie pizza places. I like sort of relatively basic ones. Actually, Dr. Abigail summed it up. I like salty protein drizzled, spurred on my pizza. The donor is eaten by pineapple. Yeah, I like garlicky ones. There's one place here that does a really good garlic and feta calzone. There's another place, the guy running it seems to be Eastern European. He makes a really good dough for the base, and he has this truffle one that's really good. And Pat, I am fine today. How are you doing, big guy? And did you see a movie this week? I don't know that we had that. Yeah, no, that was last week. You saw the Death Whistle movie. You and your love for horror films. No pineapple or asparagus. To each. Canadian bacon is not quite ham, but I do prefer streaky bacon, I have to admit. We all have our own tastes, is what I like to say. There's a place on in the famous Italian district in Carlton, just next to Melbourne City, Lygon Street, that does a 4-cheese pizza. It's so fucking good. One of the cheeses is a blue cheese. And the place is tacky. I was gonna use a more polite word, but the decor is tacky. They've got or traditionally the red and white check tablecloths, but they've got Ferrari posters and memorabilia on all the walls, so it's all red and white. It's a bit garish, but their food generally is really good. Like it's a family place that's been there for fucking ever. But their quattro formaggi, oh my god, it's so fucking good. I love it, and I haven't had it in ages. Now I'm talking about it. I was like, yeah, I want to have quattro formaggi. Okay, so I just worked out that it's going to be 3 or 4 weeks until I have an opportunity to see Project Hail Mary in IMAX, which is also in Carlton, just near Lygon Street. Charlie, you only get one type of pizza. Yeah. I always get different. It's down to the place I go to. What's their best one? Get a different pizza. Cooking spinach and ricotta cannelloni. Yeah, that's a nice one. I like that. It's always a bit Mortal Kombat-ish when you get people who are on different sides of the pineapple on pizza argument. Vodka sauce. What is vodka sauce? I suppose I used to always get confused when Americans talked about the tomato sauce and called it marinara sauce because it reminded me of the seafood stuff that was called marinara. We just call it tomato paste, man. And a good base sauce is tomato paste mixed with herbs and garlic. Pat, are you glitching today? You've said that before, and I answered you. Asked if you've seen a movie this week. You've got no cookbooks. Random recipes, been great. Nice. Vodka sauce is a creamy Italian American pasta sauce made from tomatoes, heavy cream, and vodka. Served with penne pasta. The vodka seems like a bizarre and superfluous addition because I assume you cook it so the alcohol's gone. And again, the proper definition of vodka is neutral, so it doesn't have it. Yeah, see, we're having a culture clash, Dr. Abigail. And that's okay. That's part of life's rich pageant. We all do different things. I do love it when you get the regional pizza arguments in the US, like what we just call pizza, the flat ones, which is the New York style pizza. And the one that it's difficult to get here, but you can get it, the Chicago deep dish. I think I've had it once. So it's quite difficult to get here. And then I got told by someone there's Detroit style, which is square. And it's cooked in a square baking pan. Senior Butts, USA all day. Love the hockey team. Hey, Cash Patel, good choices all around. Oh, and look, honestly, I don't hold against you. The US got super excited beating Canada in the Winter Olympics ice hockey. That's a big one. You can have that. You just celebrate that one till the cows come home. All right, what is the time? 9 o'clock. I'm gonna have a mineral water, I think. Say, relatively sober. Because I might not stay relatively sober tomorrow night because I don't have to do anything on Saturday. I've got a date night on Saturday night. But if I wipe myself out on Friday night, I can have a nap on Saturday afternoon. Senior Butts, 46 years. Your mum remembers. Oh, the last game. We went like, was it the Miracle on Ice was versus Russia, wasn't it? Yeah, Madam Butterfly, you're with me. I'm not a sports person. The city I live in, Melbourne, Australia, is absolutely obsessive about Australian rules football. And broadly across Australia, people are usually obsessive about some sport or another. Rugby league in Sydney and Queensland, cricket nationwide. I'm just not a sports person. Yes, okay. I knew I'd heard of it. I don't think I've seen the movie Miracle on Ice, but that was at the Olympics, wasn't it? USA beating USSR in ice hockey. Twitchy Sega, you're not a sports person. Getting out of Melbourne. Yeah, I know. It's pretty bizarre. Like I made a joke in one of the videos recently. The religion in Melbourne is either AFL or coffee, and I don't like either. Yes, I saw that this morning. That was on the walk between when I dropped my car off at the mechanic. I was walking to the nearest train station, and I passed a Gime. It was a boxing gym, and they had, and it was big. Like it's 3 meters high. It was big. I'll see if I'm logged into any social media on here. And I'd be able to share it if I am. I am logged in on social media. There you go. Oh, and it's right there. So I will share. Yeah, Safa, I left it way too long to service my car, and fucking everything was wrong with it, man. And it's costing me a lot of money. Oh, Senor Butts McGee, Slapshot, that's Paul Newman ice hockey movie. Yeah. Yeah, you should do a service once or twice a year at minimum. And I feel like I haven't had my car service for a couple of years, and fucking everything's wrong with it. I fucking blew it on that. Anyway, I'm going to show everyone the Ali, because it is quite good. And that, as I said, that's about 3 meters high. Nicely done. And that's actually on the wall of a boxing gym. So, yeah. You gotta love that. Jamaica was in the bobsled again. Nice. Was it, Charlie, when you're Toyota, if you keep up service, the car will last forever? Yeah. Yeah, mine's going pretty well. After I get all this shit fixed, but then I need to put in my calendar to get it serviced more regularly, because Jesus Christ, I'm fucking paying for it now. I've taken so many photos. I used to post stuff to Instagram and stuff all the time, and I haven't been doing that regularly for years. And I have so many photos that are Instagram worthy. And every now and then I remember it and go, oh, I'm going to get back into it. And I don't do it consistently. It's like, God damn. You're the service czar around the house. Yeah, I'm gonna need to do that. Oh, this is one for anyone who knows the Melbourne street art scene. This artist, Deb, this is the first new Deb piece I've seen in years. I'll see if that can. There was a period like 10 years ago where her work was everywhere. And I think she left Australia, actually. But she's clearly come back sometime in the last year or so. Because there's this. I was kind of excited to see a new Deb artwork. Good job, Angus. Well done. Nice. Yeah. So, but I've got 100 pictures on here that are like Instagram worthy that I haven't posted. I should do it. Yeah. Well, there was, like I said, there was a period like 10 years ago. Deb's artwork was everywhere in Melbourne. But yeah, as I understand it, she left Australia, but she's clearly come back. So I'm kind of excited. I should look in the city, see if I see any more of her stuff in the city. That was in Balaclava. But yeah, she has her own style. Like, she's not going for hyper realism like that Muhammad Ali one. And that's the other thing I like about the Melbourne street art scene, the different styles. I did grow up with Deb powdered mashed potato. Because I did not eat any real food growing up. Like, even probably mashed potato made with real potatoes would put me off. She said, Soph called another nurse at work once on your Plex. Yeah. You tell people about it, they're going to want it. I'm trying to think, what other ones? So you're just talking about different styles. Like this one, black and white. And this one by a guy who signs stuff, Mikey. I've actually met him. He's a friendly guy. That copper character is Mikey. Oh, a lot of these would make really good tattoos. I think if I go back a bit, lots of flowers and cocktail and food for so many. What the fuck is that? Delete that. I don't think I really want to keep that. Oh god, there's a shit ton I should delete here. Oh god, fucking tickets for things with QR codes. There is a shit ton I should delete on here. Damn, there is so much. Okay, I'm just going to go for really different styles of street art. Like, look at this really unhinged Bart Simpson. That's awesome. Just the style of that is so freaky. Hello, right, other dude. How you going? Use Kite Pilot asked Pauline Hanson will be Prime Minister. Oh, it said extremely unlikely. Poor Pauline. You even get more sort of traditional stuff like it's quite a good Terminator endoskeleton. Yeah, tagging is bullshit. Taggers fucking suck balls. It's tagging is an act of frustration. It's someone saying, "No one's noticing me. I exist." All right, I'm going to show you one more. My lock screen. This one. That's on the wall of a restaurant called the Spice something. But I took that like, I don't know, 15 years ago, and I've just transferred it. I just really like that image. So it's my lock screen on my phone. Make more vids on Angry Aussie channel with a slideshow, 30-minute screensaver. I've been thinking about it because I've been watching this guy. What's his channel called? Chongking Punk or something. This guy, he looks like he's about my age, definitely in his 50s, definitely Gen X. And he's in Chinese City, Chongqing. And he just finds really interesting visuals. And he does these random sort of philosophical things, but he'll say one sentence and then it'll cut and he'll be in a completely different location. So he scripts it all clearly, and then they wander around and get these different shots, and I love it. And it's just made me want to do it in Melbourne, honestly. Trick saying, which YouTube video do you want to be a screensaver if I do one of the street art? Safra, it's called the Spice Kitchen or something. I don't think it's strictly speaking Indian, but it is Eurasian, Central Asian. Look, okay, I'll look it up. We go Melbourne restaurant spice. Spice coconut. Is it the Spice Temple? Oh, is it Red Spice Road? Spice Temple is modern Chinese. I think it might be Red Spice Road. I'm going to do one more thing. Red Spice Road exterior. Wait, what's its address? Directions. Okay, yeah, I'm going to bring it up on here, see if I can get Street View. A 30-minute, 1 hour vid of that street art. Screensaver can play 3 YouTube vids in full screen, 3 monitors. Oh, wow. The restaurant is still there, and in fact, the street art is still there. So I think they get it repainted from time to time. Anyway, I'm going to look up on maps. Red Spice Road. Queen Street. I think this is it. Let me see. Street View? No, it isn't that one. Okay. Damn it. Wait, where are we? So I'm trying to remember what street it's on. Burke Street, Elizabeth, City Square. I think it's on Russell. Louis Vuitton. Okay, now I'm just kind of annoyed with myself that I can't remember what it's called. Trying again. Melbourne Restaurant Spice. Okay, what are the options that come up? Spice Coconut's not it. Spice Temple, I don't think is it. It's on South Bank. I think it's Red Spice Road. No, okay, you know what? Maybe next time I go into the city, I'll go and find it again because it's annoying me. What's oh God. Has anyone seen those heart-wrenching videos of the abandoned baby monkey that they gave a soft toy to cuddle because it had been abandoned by its mother? Everyone's going, I love the monkey. Oh, right, well, I do playing with Microsoft Copilot. Ugh. All those things are it's because we have Microsoft Office at work, and so they have enabled some of the Copilot features at work, and it's just like these things are a disaster waiting to happen, quite honestly. Yes, after the monkey was being looked after by other adult monkeys. Happy ending. Little baby monkey getting hugs from other adult monkeys. But yes, became the internet obsession for a couple of days. You know, you probably remember, Charlie, that in the first couple of years that I was on YouTube, I actually did several videos that were just about the street art in Melbourne. But yeah, I mean, sounds like a fun thing to do. Used to do both still photos and I always enjoyed doing the walk and talk videos. My camera on a monopod and walking down the laneways that had the street art in them. And so you get this really colorful changing background behind me. Just all the interesting. And the other thing I was thinking of doing was like trying to find all the doors that cocktail bars were hidden behind in Melbourne, because there's so many of them that are just hidden behind doors. It's oh, I don't know if I mentioned this on a stream, but when I was out at night in Melbourne recently, um, came past Federation Square, and they were doing this thing where silent movies were being played on the big screen, and live music was being played as the soundtrack for them. That was pretty cool. We're the hidden secret things. Okay, I might go into the city this weekend. Maybe on Sunday, probably not on Saturday, because if we do a big Friday night, I might be rat shit on. What's the weather? Let's just look. What's the weather? Um, what are we predicting for weather? Tomorrow up to 28 and maybe raining a lot. Oh, motherfucker. 30 on Saturday? No, I'm not doing it this. Oh, my fucking God. So 30 on Saturday, maybe a little bit of rain. 29 on Sunday, up to 15 millimeters. 26 on Monday, up to 25 millimeters. Fuck me, another warm Friday, Saturday, Sunday, but potentially a lot of rain on Sunday. So maybe. Yeah, I think Melbourne's laneways and whatnot. Maybe make it an ASMR video just to really mellow. Okay, that's a project I want to work on. A Melbourne video, or maybe a series of videos. I don't know. Not even the laneways. Oh, look, honestly, I fucking love living in Melbourne. Fed Square used to have shit on. Yeah, they still do. The movie stuff was really interesting. God, I'm trying to remember what the movie was. But it was black and white, silent, and there was a bluegrass band playing. Acme at Fed Square, Australian Centre for the Moving Australian Centre for the Moving Image. I do like Acme. They were saying they were going to have that famously what's regarded as the first feature film in the world, which was Australian, the history of the Kelly Gang. So they were going to have the history of the Kelly Gang playing, and someone doing live music as the soundtrack for it. Oh yeah, Charlie, you know me. I love the Melbourne bar scene. The cocktail bars are just awesome. There's probably still a couple of high end ones I haven't been to. I swear to God, now we've got a Death and Co. Yeah, even if you're a beer drinker, like I'm obviously not a beer person, but you've got beer ones where they've got huge fucking beer vats on site and the pipes coming up to the thing. Yeah, there's bars if you're a beer person, which I'm not, but it's good that beer people have their bars and pubs. There's a few in the city. James Squire has like their showcase pub. Obviously, I love the cocktail bars. So yeah, oof. See, I love the streams, and we have these conversations, and I get ideas. There's things I want to do. But when I look at the weather, maybe not this weekend because it's going to be a bit shit. Actually, Christ, when I'm going back into the office on Monday and Tuesday, what the fuck? Because besides the office, I'm going to see my surgeon and hand therapist on Monday. Oh, so it's going to be fucking pissing down rain on Monday. Brilliant. Showers in the morning and afternoon. 6 to 25 millimeters does not sound like showers to me. I'm just fucking throwing it out there. And Tuesday, just a little bit of rain. Showers in the morning. Ugh. But yeah, looking at the fucking weekend, Saturday would probably, it's just going to be too fucking hot. 30, that's too fucking hot for me. I hate that. Once it gets over 23, 24, I'm unhappy. Oh God, it does that fucking thing where I don't close the thing properly and I do the thing that takes a screenshot. I don't want a screenshot of my apps. Oh, also, incidentally, I think, okay, let's look at this. This is just for a sense of scale. I'll zoom out. So that's the Muhammad Ali picture unretouched. So you can see it's most of the wall of the building. That's what I mean. It's about 3 meters high. And I think this is the retouching I did for Twitter, I think. Made it a bit sepia. But yeah, it's all good. You're there to witness having a creative spark. You've definitely given me a creative spark. Not above, I don't need to walk in the rain. Yeah, I know. I don't trust myself walking in rain at the moment. Yeah, you got to scale from the alarm box. So it's the wall of a building, and it's quite high. So yeah, at first I wasn't going to take the picture. Take a bit sepia. Was it all sepia? No, I just made it sepia. It wasn't sepia enough at first. So for one of the platforms, I made it sepia. But yeah, it's trying to clear out the gas. Are you gassy, Marge? Is it gassy? Oh, that was a bit better. Oh, I'm calling that ASMR. People make good money, pay good money for that sort of thing. I'm just giving it away for free. So make of that what you will. Oh, dearie me. That's a bit of shenanigan-like behavior, if I'm completely honest. All right. So Twitch. That's why you came to Twitch. Why? To get the burps, to get the ASMR. God, you get some weird fucking channels. I haven't done it in ages, but from memory, you get some weird fucking channels on Twitch. If you search ASMR, it gets really fucking freaky. Damn, still have to do my ASMR cocktail video at one point. You know, just little things like big bottles going glug, glug, glug in slow motion. We're doing the stir on ice in slow motion. Well, dude, what do you want me to ask Copilot about Pauline Hanson? When will she die? I don't know. But it comes to the first intriguing thing of we have the South Australian election coming up, which Labor are expected to absolutely smash it. And a worst case scenario for the Liberal Party is they end up with 0 seats. And One Nation may or may not take some Liberal Party seats. Like it's not like neither South Australia nor Victoria are good testing grounds for One Nation. They're like the most progressive states. But I don't know. You never can tell. I know my feeling is thing about survey says up to 60% of people would consider voting for Pauline Hanson. I am quite confident that is not going to translate into actual votes in actual elections. With a great big asterisk, what the fuck do I know? And I could easily be wrong. But I do feel fairly confident in saying they're not suddenly going to be the official opposition, but sorry, doing that again. I could just feel it like pressure. I can force burps. Not everyone can do that. I basically can swallow air that I can then burp back up. If I feel a bit, I need to burp, I'll force it. Dr. Abigail, have I ever been wrong on the internet? I'd probably have a pre-prepared scrolling banner if I was known to be wrong on the internet. But unlike some political commentators, if I get it completely wrong, or if there's a result that I am extremely unhappy with, I will just cop to it. Like, yeah, I have been more than a little annoyed with some people in the past when an election produces like the opposite result to what they want. They go, "Oh, I don't care because I'm because of this reason, that reason, the other one. I don't care." Like if the Conservatives win an election, like anywhere, and I'd been going, "I hope those fuckers lose," and the right wingers want to go, "Oh, fucking drinking your tears." I'll just cop to it and go, "Yeah, I am actually upset. You get to lord it over me now because I am upset." Wait, I just thought of something. Oh no, I can't actually do this easily. Damn it. No, you know what? I have this fucking thought in my head and we'll just fucking go for it. That would actually probably squeeze a really big burp out of me if you sat on me. Just when I was feeling gassy, just sit on my gut, just bounce, and I'll just blow up. But I would warn you in advance. I can't guarantee there wouldn't be some follow through. So, oh, I inhaled at the wrong time. Then got some bubbles in my esophagus. That's not good. Also, I think it's saying the word esophagus just made me think of Greek words, which then made me think of the Dan Harmon animated series Crapopolis, which is really good. But damn, don't they do a lot of episodes in a season, like 20 episodes in a season. I reckon Rick and Morty does like 8. Was that Twitchy saying, renting myself out for adult parties as a bouncing castle? Well, I'd be perfectly happy for the right people to do a bit of bouncing, if you know what I mean. A. Rent myself out for adult parties. I have actually, it's funny when you say that, I have had friends rent themselves out for adult parties. Like basically, what I was told, you know, orgies can be awkward. Like all these people who go like, oh yeah, I'm going to sign up to go to a swingers orgy in the suburbs, but the people can end up being really awkward and fun. So the people who organize these things will usually hire a couple of sex workers to get things started. See, the things you learn when you're friends with people from diverse backgrounds. So there's even the same things sometimes with uh, Bucks nights when, the venue with the Bucks nights and someone's going to get it on with a stripper rather than getting, a random member of the audience. The stripper actually picks someone from the audience who is also a sex worker who's been hired to be there to put on a show on stage. Dr. Abigail, you've never been to an awkward orgy or sex party? Neither have I. I've actually never been to any sort of orgy or sex party. I don't mind admitting it. I don't care if someone thinks that means I'm a prude or not adventurous. I'm a one-on-one sort of person. That's just me. I say that without judgment on anyone who does more adventurous and outlandish things than I do. Variety is the spice of life. I believe it was Shakespeare who said that. Not really. I'm being silly. I know my sister used to say that all the time. To the best of my knowledge, not talking about sex parties, but also she was my sister, so I didn't really ask for details. Yes, I thought that's where you were going, Dr. Aguirre. You've never been to an awkward orgy or awkward sex party. Yeah, I have. Everyone was like back against the wall like it's blue light. And that's why anyone who's experienced that when they tried to organize an orgy or a sex party had that blue light disco thing happen. Subsequent events, they make sure there's a couple sex workers there to break the ice and get things happening. Oh god, you know what that reminds me of? I think I randomly got a box set on disc because it was really cheap. There's an Australian comedy. I think there was only ever one season of it. It's called Chandon Pictures, Chandon, and it's like this guy who has delusions of being a filmmaker. I think it was the first episode. He ends up being hired to video an orgy, like suburban orgy. I haven't even watched the whole series. I've got this series on DVD. And it was I think I watched 2 episodes and it was entertaining. I just never got around to watching it all. Okay, that's a random one for Plex if you can find it, Charlie. Chandon Pictures, Chandon Pictures, Australian comedy from I don't know, 10 or 15 years ago. Damn, that's an interesting one. It's one I clarified cocktails. It's very fruity. It's from 2007. There you go. So it's like 20 years ago. Very fruity, but I also put some Amaro in it, which gives it a bit of character. We film anything. That's the tagline from Shandong Pictures. There you go. One of those funny things. Like I said, I literally just was like, oh, it's like the season box set on DVD, and it's like I recognize some of the people in this, and it was really cheap, and I'll just get it. So, like, if I ever get stuck at home and I'm like broke and can't afford any streaming services or even an internet connection, I still have hundreds of hours of physical media. When I say hundreds, it's probably, that's a gross understatement. It'd be thousands of hours of physical media I could watch. So, did you say, what's that? That's broke? I'm I'm not sure what you mean by that. Oh yeah, no, if you can't afford the internet, I just need to have electricity. They're very broke if you can't afford the internet. But I've also got Honey Redder. Okay. Sorry, see, Madam Butterfly wants to hire herself out to suburban fucking orgies as well to get the party started. Coming in with the honey and peanut butter. That's certainly an attention getter. I'll say that much for sure. So I was just thinking about tomorrow. Like, I think I've got one meeting, and I got lots of time to get some work done. And I'm maybe getting my car back tomorrow, although there's so much work it might not be done tomorrow. But anyway, when I pick up my car, then I'm fucking handing over my credit card to fucking pay. I had this grand plan for paying off my credit card. Like I did a whole bunch of holiday getaway stuff with Mrs. Angry in December last year and paid for it all on credit cards, and I had a whole plan for paying that off, and that gets blown out of the motherfucking water with this car bill. Fuck me. I mean, I'll still pay it off, but it's just like, oh god, okay, that's going to take me another couple months to pay off. Fuck that. Dr. Ray, if you got paid to do it, you'd hire yourself out to be an icebreaker at sex parties with no men. Well, like I said, if you're just doing visual stuff, you don't need. I do not have season 2. Was there a season 2 of Shandong Pictures? I have season 1 on DVD. Oh, you know what I need to send you? I need to send you Bromwell High. That was the one you couldn't actually find. An animated series where one of the main characters is voiced by a British comedian who is in freaking Starfleet Academy. And because I found that show fucking hilarious. Like, it's so bad taste. Graham Garden from The Goodies is the history teacher in it, and he's terrible. His 2 jokes that come to mind, he's saying to the class was, how tall was Hitler and where did he live? He was this tall and he lived over there. I've done that on the stream before, and someone always screenshots it. Yeah. You got a package waiting for your hoodie. Ooh, wow. Okay, damn. One with a zip. Hell yeah. Well, I got some stuff in the barrels as well to share with you. His other one that was hilarious was like, he comes up with this plot. He ends up, he's like kidnapping one of the kids at the school because the parents are rich, and is ransoming them. And then right at the end of the episode, and that's like a side story to the main thing. And right at the end of the episode, he's being arrested and put into a police car, and he's complaining to the cops, and he goes, kidnapping and extortion are illegal now. This is political correctness gone mad. All right, so I'm going to send you a couple of drinks and the Bromwell High DVD. I have to find it. Actually, I'm just going to check the dates on what's in the barrels. I might do a tasting tomorrow night. Oof. Gotta put lids on a couple of things here. Want to avoid a disaster. Okay. Und so. Wine, sherry, brandy was just on the 22nd, but the coffee cocktail is on the 12th. So that's 2 weeks tomorrow. Oh yeah, I know you want the spiced brandy. I want to age the spiced brandy a little. Oh, and some cola syrup? Hell yeah. The cola syrup's good. Actually, the 2 syrups. Because they're just here. The sherry reduction and the cola reduction. And I have lots more cola put in here. But okay. So if I quickly taste this is the sherry reduction. Oh, that's like sultanas, and because there's beer in there, there's a little bit of bitterness from the beer, but then that makes a good old fashioned. And this is the reduced cola syrup. That's probably better in and of itself, the cola one though. But they're both interesting. Oh, I freaking love making these syrups. Like I've got so many syrups. And every time, like the most recent one that I want to make one out of, so I got, they're doing flavored coconut water in the supermarkets at the moment. Like I got a chocolate one. I made a vegan eggnog with it. So obviously there wasn't any egg in it or no cream, but it was very coconutty and chocolatey. It was pretty good. Not as good as just eggnog. Speaking of which, I've got like a tequila-based eggnog in the fridge. I might have some of that tomorrow night. Been aging for a couple of months. But yeah, no, the latest this flavored coconut water I got is pistachio and white chocolate flavored coconut water. I want to reduce that down and turn it into a syrup because it's pretty good by itself. Like I used it in this clarified cocktail. I mixed milk with the pistachio and white chocolate coconut water, and the curds that were left over have this really zingy taste. I've got to do something with the curds. I'm going to do a whole video on, hey, okay, so when I do a clarified cocktail, it separates into curds and whey, and sometimes I keep the curds if they look interesting, because if I use like blue curacao, the curds are a really bright greeny blue color, and if I use something red, it'll be red. So I'm thinking of drying it and grinding it up, using it as a garnish, but I could also mix it and as an experiment, I'm thinking grind some of it, mix it with salt. So it's like a margarita rim, like a salty margarita rim, and grind some of it with sugar to make a sweet rim for some cocktails, and maybe even get something sort of zingy and spicy like tagine, and grind up some of the colored curds with tagine and have that's an idea. And I've saved a bunch of the curds there in the fridge. They don't go off because there's alcohol content in them. I have learned, because I have made non-alcoholic clarified cocktails. The curds from them only last a couple of days. They will actually grow mold. But when it's alcoholic, there's enough alcohol absorbed into the curds that they don't go off. So you can do all sorts of things with those. But yeah, damn. The syrups though. So like this sherry one, as I said when I made it, it came out of having a special night, anniversary night with Mrs. Angry at this cocktail bar called eady, where they do the cocktail experience. Yeah, like you're at a private booth, and oh my God, Dr. Abigail getting political, leaving the coloured Kurds alive. That's harsh, harshing my vibe, committing war crimes. But yeah, the guy at ODV brings over, and he was a young guy, 20 something, and he had like the mustache curled up. It was cute. He was such a stereotype. Um, but yeah, when he was explaining with their old fashioned, the syrup was a reduction. They mixed sherry and beer, and cooked it on the stove, boiled off most of the water, and made a syrup. And there's also with spices. I think they had cinnamon and star anise. I used more spices than that. But hot damn, this is good in an old fashioned, this syrup. The cola syrup, which was actually had the spices in it as well, is probably better by itself, but they both make a really good old fashioned. Damn good. Will I find a way? Where there's a will, there's a way. That's what they say. Well, wait, where the fuck is... Oh, sorry. I am so easily distracted. Okay, 9:46, 15 minutes ago. That's all right. Keeping up a monologue tonight. And thank you for keeping the chat going, because that makes it easier for me to monologue when I have stuff to bounce off of. So what are we doing tomorrow night? Party night. Angry Bunch, for anyone who's up for it. Trish said you're really disturbed knowing what Kurds are and why. Oh, yeah, no. Well, Little Miss Muffet sat on a tuffet eating her curds and whey. So she was... It's proto cheese. Little Miss Muffet was eating curdled milk, basically, but done deliberately with intent. Ooh, you have 2 guests? Okay, I like that idea. But yeah, it's one of the things I like about clarified cocktails, because you separate the curds and whey, and the whey is more viscous than normal cocktails, so you get the silky mouthfeel, which is really nice. And the curds are interesting as well. So Kirsten is going to share her diamond art, which I'm really looking forward to. And you've got a friend wants... Oh, punk music. Fuck yeah. Let's talk punk. The various generations of punk. And I still love it when you get new, like, you're getting... I mean, forget Zoomers, you're getting Gen Alphas who are doing punk style stuff now. Nice. Dr. Abigail started a new painting. Always interesting progress on that. All right. No. I think tomorrow night's going to be fun. I'm going to do a book video earlier. Now I've done the taste test of the tequila and the mezcal. I know what to do with the tasting notes for those. Okay, so you've got a friend who's a hardcore music expert. Okay, this is where it gets interesting, because there's different sorts of hardcore in different generations. And I have varying degrees of interest in it from different generations, but it sounds like a really fun discussion, quite honestly. Ooh, I thought I heard a Discord beep then. Yep, posted something on the Discord. Oh, it's a planets one. Nice. Oh, this is what I love. When you're sharing stuff, we get to see stuff at these early stages. And so when it's actually done, we'll have been on a journey. Oh, I love it. This is just a teaser. of where you're going with it. I love it. Tushy Sega, 99% sure it's gonna rock. Oh wow! I wish we could send her a link to the Discord. She could share some in the jukebox thing. Oh god, tinnitus just kicked in this ear. Like my ears popped, and now I've got a really loud tone playing in this ear. Ugh, it's really fucking annoying. Twitchy Sega, Saturday morning, 11 a.m. special guests. Oh, sorry, do we? Is that Tim? It's gone away now. That was really weird. I just had the tone playing in my ear for a while. Wink, wink. So we're recording that? Yeah, okay, I need to understand. Oh, God. Jesus, that's a tiny bit of pressure on me to be coherent. Not a lot of pressure. Tiny bit of pressure on me to be coherent if we have a big Friday night. Because I want to have some of my eggnog. I want to do the book video, which is the Oaxaca night, which is it's like a variation on a Tommy's margarita. It splits it with tequila and mezcal, which is why I was doing the tequila mezcal tasting tonight. So I'd have things to do. So 8 a.m. for you, 11 a.m. for me. Should be fine. Like I said, it's just fun. It's just intriguing. It's just a tiny bit of pressure for me to be coherent at 11 a.m. Madam Butterfly, I definitely don't need that distraction. That's all I'm going to say. But I'm trying to think, where does the tone I was just hearing in my ear? It's like when a radio station goes off the air, basically. Oh yeah, no, because the MSC can't do Arvos. Yeah, no, and that's fine. That is absolutely fine with me. We'll do it. We record it. Fucking Star Wars nerd talk. So, are we going to do it as a stream? Because I think I can do the whole StreamYard thing offline. Oh, should I bring up the little bit of trivia, the trivia connection I have with him, in that I was doing a uni internship work experience at Triple J when Daz did their first Sydney shows, and I interviewed him. Dr. Abigail, take down the hidden tone generator you hid in my house. Yeah, I do hear it occasionally. Oh, God, I fucking just heard the possums again. Guys, you have got to leave the ceiling. You'll get... Actually, we've worked out, because we have one of those sort of holes in the roof access points. So if possums do get trapped in the roof, we can take that off and either put a rope or a plank or something out to the cat door, and it's like, hey, possums, you can just leave this way. Okay, you think I should say it and make you more comfortable? Yeah. Because we are... actually, I'm just looking up. How old is he? Okay, he's just a little older than me. Two and a half years older than me. Yes, you also should disable the robotic possums you left in my house. They run back and forth in the scene. It sounds like drums or thunder when they do that. But I've been doing stuff throwing mothballs, because apparently they have very sensitive noses and don't like strong smells. So I've been throwing mothballs into the ceiling recesses and going in the little access point, putting a really bright halogen light in there during the day, like which will be when they're trying to sleep, trying to convince them to get the fuck out. Okay, so Charlie, you reckon doing something like that puts him in the comfort state? Yeah. I actually really want to see his reaction when I said, your first show's in Sydney. I interviewed you for Triple J. Oh, I want to see the look on his face when I tell him that. Because that I reckon that's weird small world shit. Because we are literally talking about 40 years later. Madam Butterfly, yes, you at my house in possum form. This is you in furry mode. Just thinking with the whole tail and the brush tail. Yeah, no, I'm seeing it. I'm absolutely seeing it. All right. So again, Charlie, do you think are we going to do this talk offline or actually do it as like a surprise stream in the middle of the day? Because I'm cool with whatever, as Zoidberg would say. StreamYard should let me do it offline or online. Mind you, I've never tried to do the offline thing. Yeah, do it as a live stream. Fuck it. Surprise live stream in the middle of the day. Abigail, you want to see the look on his face? We tell him you hooked up with his mom. Yep, that would also get a reaction, I think. Genuine reaction time. So, oh god, now I just had a flashback to freaking Letterkenny with the character Shawsey, who's always abusing the other hockey players, talking about fucking their mums. And for the longest time, you think it's just a taunt, but then I think it's in the final season. The hockey players who are just being, fuck you, Shawsey, when he says these things, they're getting texts from their mums going, where's your friend Shawsey? I haven't seen him. And so they're just going, oh my God, Shawsey was actually fucking our mums. Also, yes, I do periodically recommend both Letterkenny and Shawsey, which is a spin-off series. They're extremely different, but I found them very enjoyable. Borderline surrealistic, because they're definitely not naturalistic shows. They have just set pieces and recurring jokes and very non-naturalistic type stuff. Not for everyone. Definitely not for everyone. But I find both very entertaining. And despite the fact that both are quite crass, they're also weirdly wholesome. So well worth a look. Both. Oh wow. There's got a bit of sediment happening in my liqueur. All right, let's do that. Straighten that out. So that's my excuse. Just giving the orange peel a bit of extra flavor for Mrs. Angry to put in her hot chocolate in the morning. Okay, and yeah, Charlie, what we're talking about, I've got my Star Wars box sets as well on DVD. I need to show them. And I saw the special edition of A New Hope in the cinemas. I even had, there was a passport for seeing things, and you meant to get it stamped if you saw each one. I was not bothered to see Empire Strikes Back or Return of the Jedi in the special versions, but I did go and see A New Hope, and it was very funny because the audience was and the audience loved the extra bits. Talking about special box set stores. Oh yeah, no. I was at the very least going to loan you the box set of the prequels. So I've got a box set of the original trilogy and a box set of the prequels, and there's both, I think, close to the original, because there were so many cuts of them. George Lucas was obsessive. The discs have, if I remember rightly, close to the original versions plus the extended versions, the special versions. And yes, Dr. Abigail, because you love them so much, I was going to, at the very least, loan you the box set of the prequels. I love the making of stuff. Fuck me, I love that fucking liqueur too. It's really good. But oh no, I loved when I was in the audience for the special edition of the A New Hope. Like after every additional scene, the audience would applaud, like, "Oh, that was cool! I fucking love that." Yeah, Cherry Time and Sleepy Bobos we're on to now, but my favorite things was the first scene when Leia is on, a male voice from the audience went, "I love you, Leia," and then plays on. And then the first time Luke's on the screen, a female voice goes, "I love you, Luke." And then when we get to the cantina scene, a male voice went, "I love you, Chewie." And the audience was into it. They were my age. They were Gen Xers, just fucking loving it. Abigail, generally, I hate audience participation, but there wasn't a lot of it. There was literally just those "I love you" bits and the applauding after each special scene. Madam Butterfly, you're going to lend you a box set. You're in a box. I know you were definitely in the naughty corner. You're just out of the blue, unprovoked, just being extremely naughty corner material. Oh my god, that liqueur is so fucking nice. All right, I'm going to eat the cherries. So, I love you, CK426. Oh my god, it's so fucking yummy. I have to admit, when I saw the extra scenes for the prequels, and I was just like, well, just more people talking, for fuck's sake. Like, I absolutely love the battle scenes in the prequels, the space battles, the land battles. I really like them. But motherfucker, the talking. And all the fucking extra scenes that were just more talking. George Lucas needs a goddamn internet. It's a hell of a thing. Oh, what was it? I think it was in one of the seasons of The Mandalorian. So you're talking about TK426, Stormtrooper call signs. The sequence, I think it's in one of the seasons of The Mandalorian with the stormtroopers on the speeders. So they've got the armor from Return of the Jedi, the ones on the speeders that were on Endor's moon, and two of them are just having this conversation. Yeah, and they've got baby Grogu in the thing, and it's just, the conversation is really funny. And And they even talk like, and there was a joke about how stormtroopers can't hit anything because the handguns they have are shit. Like they're taking aim and shooting at things and missing. It's very funny. TK426 is that Finn? I don't know. That sounds like a stormtrooper call sign. Is all I'm saying. But yeah, the two stormtroopers having a conversation in one of the episodes from The Mandalorian was fucking hilarious because so much fan service. It's like I post the final trailer for the Mortal Kombat movie when they just leaned into it. You got the fan service. They got the "get over here" and the music from the old cheesy Mortal Kombat with a dun dun dun, and just go with the Mortal Kombat. I fucking love it. So fucking cheesy. It's awesome. But anyway, I think I have rambled on past a Stormtrooper from Star Wars New Hope, supposed to be guarding the Millennium Falcon. Okay, so that's from the extended version though, isn't it? Anyway, I'm going to go sleepy boobos now. So shape up for tomorrow night. Got a lot planned. Want to have a lot of people joining and chatting and showing off things and whatnot. I'm going to make a book video. I'm going to drink things. I think I'm going to have some of my tequila eggnog. No matter butterfly, you are permanently in the naughty corner. So I'm looking forward. I don't want to talk it up too much. Looking forward to tomorrow night. I think it'll be a good night. So you'll take care and hope you can join us. See you then. But bye for now.
You are totally fucked!